Novels Records, you wanna know Edwards. Novels Records, you wanna know
Hello viewers, welcome to Say It series, Relationship Tips. I'll be your host. My name is Anthony Ampafadom. You can call me Modesty Clarks. I believe God willing, you have been receiving my messages through WhatsApp, social medias, and the rest of the social medias. I believe that. And you can also search for me at the YouTube. I'm also there. Say it. Want to say something? Nothing will happen. Today, I'm going to talk about how to get into relationship. I believe a lot of us want to get into relationship, and even some of us are into it. That's very funny. But what I'm going to talk about entails a lot. It talks about someone who is into relationship and someone who wants to get into relationship. To set the ball rolling, how to get into relationship? That is the question around the world. How do I get into relationship? How can I get into relationship? There's a lot you must know or you need to know. And first, I will talk about clearing obstacles to a relationship, because there's a lot of obstacles within relationship, and these obstacles need to be cleared off before you get into relationship. You can't stay in a relationship whereby there's a lot of obstacles, there's a lot of problems, situations going on. We are to tell you, how do I get into relationship without any obstacle occurring? So this time around, you need to clear it before you get into the relationship. So first, ask yourself, what do I need in the relationship? That is the question. What do I need in the relationship? I want you to answer this question yourself. What do I want in a relationship? What do I need in a relationship? Is it sex? Is it love? Is it properties? Is it money? Is it fulfillment? What again? You can mention a lot. I believe that. So, if you think you want sex and you think of it, if you think you want love, then you think of it. If you think you want to fulfill all your promises, then think of it. If property, money, you know what I mean. They are all there. But there's one thing we have to know. That is, I'm going to talk about self-concept. Self-concept is the valuation of oneself. You need to value yourself. To value yourself very, very well before you get into relationship, because there are some things that are in you that you are not aware. But when you sit down to analyze self-concept within you, you get to know that yes, I must do this, so that you'll be at the right side. Respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, how can you get into a relationship whereby you don't respect yourself? How can your partners even respect you? If you don't respect your friends, how can they respect you? How can you even introduce your partner to them? They will tell you don't respect yourself. So how can you get somebody like this? And even if you get somebody like that, can the person also respect you? You don't respect yourself. There's a lot of obstacles that is going to happen. Lots of problems can occur in a relationship if you don't have an adequate love and respect for yourself. If you don't have an adequate love and respect for yourself, how can you get into a relationship whereby there is no love in you? Even what are you going to do? Because relationship talks about love, and the love leads to a lot. I don't want to talk about that side. But if you don't have love in you, how can you get into a relationship? Even what are you developing in yourself? What shows you are ready to love someone? What shows you're ready to get into relationship? So respect and love. Respect and love is the core issue here. If you don't have respect for yourself, if you don't have respect and love for yourself, how can you get into a relationship? How do you expect others to even love you? Because you don't compliment people. You always use abusive words, negative ways. Your doubts are full of negativeness. You need to clear them off before you get into relationship, because you can't have these qualities that are bad, these negative qualities in you, whilst you want to be with someone who has positive qualities. No, it can never work. And even you don't know the person you are going to meet, whether the person is full of negative or positive qualities. So before you get into relationship, these things need to be cleared off. These obstacles need to be cleared off before you get into it. Don't expect yourself to be damaged before you take things into consideration. No, don't allow these things to happen first. Take it into consideration before they come. So by the time they come, you know how to deal with them. When the obstacles are coming, When the problems are coming, when there's a situation, when there's a quarrel, you know how to solve them because you are able to analyze who you are. And you've done that. So what again do you need? What again do you need? What again do you need? Self-respect means accepting who you are. That is the valuation of oneself. You need to value who you are very, very well. Accept who you are. Try accepting who you are and forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for a mistake. If you do something, you need to accept the mistake that you did so that you can forgive yourself. Because you can't get into a relationship whereby you don't know how to forgive yourself. If there is a problem, you don't know how to accept that mistake as a mistake. But you always want to prolong issues in that relationship. And imagine once you prolong the issue, other things will be coming up. But if you are able to accept for a mistake, do you know something? When you learn to practice these things, you also learn to love, accept, and forgive your partner. Whilst you are analyzing who you are, in other way around, you are also learning how to forgive others, how to accept others, how to love others. Because I love myself very, very well. Yes, I really love myself. I believe that. Yeah, I love myself very, very well. I'm Modesty Clarks. Yes, I've accepted that. I'm a relationship speaker. Yes, I've accepted that. So everywhere I go, I try to exhibit who I am to people. I know how to love people. Why? I love myself. If there's a mistake, I try to overcome it. Why? I forgive myself. Oh, listen, I will not let it happen again. So I forgive myself. I try cherishing who I am very, very well. I value myself very well. That is what we ought to do. When you have self-respect, you also understand how you expect to be treated. You see, if you respect yourself, you come to a conclusion whereby understanding is able to give you that you also deserve to be treated with that same respect. So people used to say respect is a reciprocal.